Hi, welcome. I'm Cindy Theodore. I'm a trance medium for those who know me. I'm also a Reiki master teacher and a spiritual coach. So today it's a very serious subject that is close to my heart, which impacts me enormously. I want to talk about sexual abuse, for some incest, some others is childhood sexual abuse, adult, teenagers, anytime, really. And why I am talking about it today is because for many years I experienced abnormal, painful symptoms that should have put me on the healing path, really. But the thing is, I buried it in the back of my mind so I could move on. A couple of years ago, while I was still working on myself, taking classes of trance mediumship, trance healing, I was just minding my own business. And one day while I was away, I just had a flashback out of nowhere of my own sexual abuse. And I can tell you that it really took me by surprise. It really took me by surprise. And today I realize as a healer, I'm helping so many people who are around 40, 50 of age. And I'm helping them with the same problem because they come to me because they had a flashback. Suddenly, they remembered. And some of you would think, how can you forget that? Well, the thing is, there's something called dissociation. Your spirit, your soul, just somehow get out of your body when it happens. So your brain, very clever, put this aside so you can move on with your life. Of course, it doesn't happen to everyone, but it happens a lot. And somehow one day you have a child of your own, and that's the trigger. That was the trigger for me. And anything, it could be anything that will trigger this, it will come back to you. And I can tell you that when it comes back, it's a shock. For me, it was a shock. It was overwhelmed. I just couldn't stop crying, remember it. And so today, why I really speak about it, it's because it has to stop, simply as that. It has to stop. I never thought I would have to share it with anyone. I didn't even tell at the time I didn't tell my partner. I told him now because I realized I have to. I was pushed to feel like I had to. Something that also you have to understand is when you speak up, some people in the family will ask you, why on earth are you digging up that story now? Why basically you're bothering them? Don't care, just say it, because something that with my practice, my healing practice, I understand today is that if you don't talk about it, you're gonna pass it on to your family line. This is what we call transgenerational line. It's a transgenerational trauma. And I realized, yes, my mother, who unfortunately was a narcissistic mother. I had, yes, a narcissistic mother. So when she was always lying to me and emotionally blackmailing me, one day she just threw it in my face. Yeah, I was raped. Well, I never believed her, because she used to throw stuff at myself just to make me feel sorry for herself. So now, today that I had this flashback, I think she was maybe right, but she could have said another way, but that's another story. Living with a narcissistic mother, it's another story, another video. I will explain and give you some healing for that as well. But I understand that because she didn't speak up, it did happen to me. But the horrible thing for my story is that when I have the flashback, the first thing that I remember, and it was really clear as water, is that she was there. My mother was present when it happened to me. So unfortunately, she died during lockdown, so we never had time. I never had time to confront her with this, and I don't think I needed to anyway. So the reason why I speak today again is because you have to speak up. I want you to do something. get it out of your chest. So you stop, you break that link. So it doesn't happen to your family line. You have to be the one who break that link. Don't let it to someone else. It's not fair. And I think, when I say I think, I know for sure that if you're working on yourself and you want to grow spiritually, the time that we're living at the moment is all the energies are very strong. It's like wave, you might feel it yourself at the moment. You hear people saying, we're moving to the 5D. Well, the 5D, you're not going anywhere. The 5D is the next state of consciousness. The earth is rising. Our vibration are rising. And if you want to be able to really jump into this next step of your evolution as a soul, spiritual soul, you have to speak up, because there is no way you can move to the next step with this burden. It's like having a dark luggage on you, dirty, filthy, going to this clean space. You can't go to the next step if you don't clean your energy in that sense. And it's to get it out of your chest. Get it out of your chest. Tell people, remember that yes, you have been a victim, but for myself, I don't want to be just that. I want to be that person who helps others. And I want to tell the world, to tell my followers, to tell people that don't keep it for yourself. It's eating you inside. Bit by bit, you don't realize it, or you do, in your relationship with others, in your relationship to yourself. So do something about it. Just speak up. Sometimes it's just that first step that is needed, and then suddenly you can open up and start your therapy, because you will need help. You will need help. I had to have help, and what's impressive for me is that I'm helping others doing this. Although I did some healing on it, and I thought it was done. And a couple of weeks ago, it came back. And I realized, oh, it's not finished. It's not finished. And I heard my guy saying, you need to speak. That's the bit that's left in you. You need to speak and break the generational link. Finished, done. I don't want my children to have to live this. And the future generation either. So that's my story today. And I really hope you're going to share, if you can share it with me in the comment section. Just speak up. Just say, I spoke. I have to speak. I'm doing it. I'm working on myself. But remember, spiritually, if you want to move on, it is no way that you can go to the next level of your spiritual growth with this burden. You don't want it. You don't want it. You will feel anyway the energy pushing you in that way. That's why I felt, and that's why I'm doing this recording with you today. So what I can offer you now, it's just to find yourself a really quiet place where you can actually enjoy this healing session that I'm gonna provide. This session, it's not to a cleansing, it's to help you find the strength to go and tell someone. Just get it out of your chest. So I'm going to put some music. Just find yourself some time to get back to yourself after my talk and be grounded and sit for about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to put some music for you. And what I want you to do is just to relax and remember this session is for you to find the strength to speak up, find the strength to tell people, I'm not just a victim, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor and I want to get better. So I tell people, no, don't care about their reaction, the fact that some people will reject that that truth of you. You just have to speak your truth. There's no way you can go about it without speaking your truth. All right, let me put some music for you, and hopefully I somehow found a way to help you with this session. All right. And now that the healing is complete, just take a deep breath in and out of your nose and out of your mouth. Just Feel your body, feel yourself in your body grounded and safe. And open your eyes when you're ready. So I hope I help you with this session, found the strength, cleansing your energy, finding the strength to release the shame and be able to speak up. Namaste. Namaste.